Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Millennial Money. Today, let's talk about what I do, why I'm thinking about that. Saving is important, but way more what is important in my life, it's to make more money. Because today I feel like everybody is saying, you have to save everything that you want to spend, which is not bad in some way. But for me, it was always that how can I get more money out of something? How can I get better job? And how can I learn something new that later on that I can make more money, right? Because I figured out a lot of successful people, most of them that I know, actually all of them, when they got somewhere that I want to be, they didn't get there because they were good with money, like saving. Of course, they were smart, they were investing and so on. But mostly, most of them were making a lot of money, big amount of money. They got there way earlier that you would do when you save like $100 or $200. So let's talk about that and let's see the pluses and minuses and maybe some requirements, and you can always support me with the like button and subscribe button. With that being said, let's just start with it. So guys, it's almost end of 2023. This year has been very crazy. Stock market is very volatile. Crypto market is right now like racing again. Real estate is going down. Interest rates are going up. And now there is a question that you realize that what you were making a couple of years ago, it's not enough anymore because all this inflation and so on. So you have two options, whether you will start make more money or you will start saving more money, or both of them at the same time. That's what I do. And that's what I'm trying to do, because like for me, it was always like in long term, I want to be growing, whether it's my portfolio, whether it's my personality, whether it's my salary, whether it's my, relations, that I want to make good relations even better and so on. So that's always my point of view, and I think that's where it started. But let's just start, for example, with the first one, I think, which is kind of important. You have to figure it out, what's your skills, right? And I know there are going to be some people, well, I don't know anything and so on. Look, if you are young, 22, 23, 24, what do you think? What can you know? You don't know anything. Maybe you went to school, you have some knowledge, but real life, it's totally different than the school. So you just have to figure it out, maybe what kind of direction do I want to go, right? Do I want to be electrician, or do I want to run my own business, or I want to work for a big company and have a lot of free time and I can start to do something different? So I think that's kind of like first question to determine what and where you want to go, which is the hardest, to be honest, right? So why is it important for me to make more money than saving money? Because I can tell you, I like way more, but it's just me making money than saving money. Because if you think about it, it's just a couple clicks on your phone and you send it to saving account, or like S&P 500, like every month some kind of amount, and that can be already saving for you. So it's very boring, right? But making more money, you know what? I like it because I had very good months in the summer, which I don't want to say that I was feeling way better, but I had something in my head that I had like the burning fire like in my body. And that's with this burning fire in my scenario, it's created when I progress, and it's just kind of hard to describe, but it's like the day that, let's say you make $1,000 in one day, it's 8 p.m., but you still continue to work because you can make 500 more, 700. Or maybe nothing, but you go for it, because that's what keeps me going last couple of years. It's burning fire inside of me that I am never satisfied. And I know, like, I'm now living in the middle of Europe, so it's way different, because like right now, the job that I'm working, I just make $3,000 a month. In States, for the same job, I would start on 130,000 a year, started as a 24 because I'm actuary. But markets are way different. My long run goal is to kind of get into state. I already applied for green card many times. We will see if it's going to work out or not really. But, so right now I don't make a lot if I compare it to States. But here it's kind of like already in upper income, right? It's not average. It's way above average, let's say. But the thing is that it's not a lot, because price of real estate is that even more expensive than in Kansas, where I was last summer. So that's kind of disadvantage with the Europe, that there is a lot of imbalance. I can make in Switzerland later on kind of similar amount of money, but like in States, but it just take way more time to get there, because in Europe you have to have in mind that we used to be socialist, so everything is behind. Even people don't like to admit it, but it's like behind, whether it's healthcare, education system, job markets, and so on. living overall pretty much, in my opinion. Of course, there is a question if you live, let's say, in Hungary or you live in Switzerland or Germany. All these different countries, they have different economics. But you just have to have something like that in mind. That's what I want to say. If you think you are never satisfied, it's just because you don't make a lot of money. And let's be honest, right? Like in my scenario, making a couple grand a month, it's nothing, right? That's why I cannot be satisfied. Even I know people, they make $600 a month in Europe, like in my hometown, but I just cannot be satisfied because I know how everything is expensive, how it's gonna be expensive, and it's just, insane. So it's good to have something like that. These days, people are saying, well, if you say you like money, you are selfish, you are, moron, and you don't take care of anybody else, you are just thinking about you are a narcissist. I was never thinking about something like this, right? Because I like to make more money because it's a freedom. I like making money, and I like to meet people who makes good money because we usually relate to the topics. We usually have the same opinions. When I, on the other hand, compare with random people that are, they stay at one job for a whole life and making okay amount of money, I usually don't have anything to talk about because they see the life totally different. Especially in my circle, there are people, they like free stuff. I don't like it. I hate free stuff because I know if some government is giving you something for free, somebody has to pay it, right? Who is gonna pay it? It's taxpayers. Okay, you are running your business, you pay it over there. You don't run your own business, you pay tax on the groceries, even in supermarket, on the gas. So somebody is gonna pay it back to government. Nothing is for free, and if it's something for free, it's a little bit of sketch for me, so I don't like it. But you know what? There's a lot of people in Middle Europe, they love it. Free is good. My conclusion is that at the end of the day, you get what you pay for, right? And it's very good. So just have it in mind, that kind of things too. Of course, it depends how old are you and so on, because right now I have plenty of time. Like I work out, I go to work quite a bit, I record the videos, I try to socialize, I try to hustle. So it's for me easier because I'm younger, right? I don't have any kids and so on. On the other hand, I know a lot of people, they have kids and they are hustling 24/7, and they can find the time for raising the kid, spending time with the wife, and having a healthy relationship. So it's all about what you want, what you are looking for, right? But I'm just saying it's possible. I think so in most of the people's lives, right? Of course, if you are very sick and so on, it's hard to make more money. But how can you make more money? There are so many side hustles. Firstly, look for them, right? That's what I did. I was thinking about being Bolt, Uber, Wolt driver, whatever. I don't want to do it because it's not long term. It's just some money on the side. But I'm looking for something that I can do for a long run and kind of makes more sense to, create something. I don't know. I'm just trying to find myself too. So that's kind of what I was always thinking. So think about the side hustles. Then think about education. Like today I was asking my boss, because what I worked with is kind of like very specific actuarial standard. It's called IFRS 17. It's very complicated. It's just new. It's gonna be, it is already valid from 1st of January 2023 in whole Europe, in most of the countries in Europe. And it just means that how the insurance companies has to do their balancing sheets, how the big auditing companies has to do their balancing sheets. And it's very important for the insurance company because we as an insurance company, we want to have plenty of cash for, technical reserves, which means that if something happens, let's say every other customer is gonna create a claim, we have to have money, right? In some bank or some big institution that we can pay all these claims. Question is how much, because if we can have there little bit less, rest of the money we can put to the stock market, to the bonds. And right now interests are so up when you buy a bond, right? So today we were talking the other company, they got there couple billions, right, of euros. So if you get 5% from $1 billion or billion euros, it's quite a bit of money. So that's why it's so important, this being actuary. But anyway, what I wanted to say, sorry for a long talk, I asked the boss that, hey, I want to do some course for IFRS 17. But literally, there is nobody that knows IFRS 17. It's so rare. It's so hard to find people that know how to do it. It's something new. You just have to adapt very quickly and learn a lot, especially in your free time. Because it's a thing you are not going to be understanding after 6 months of work. That's just what they told me. You have to do it on your own a lot. But anyway, I was thinking, well, I want to get this IFRS 17 certificate that my price on the job market will go significantly up because it's very specific job that I do. Anyway, so look for the education or some side hustle or some kind of course. Let's say you are a welder, you can buy a course that you start welding on different materials and you can start to make more money because people are willing to pay way more money if you are able to, do welding with a specific material like iron or whatever. Just saying, right? Because I have some friends, they done it. Other side hustle, let's say it's starting a small business, whether it's whatever you want, you can do. I try to resell stuff, so it's a business, it's a small, but it's just money for the coffee, we call it. But I take it as a side hustle and so on, and trying to do it. Very important, Ty Lopez would say, try to monetize yourself. That's what I try to do. Of course, YouTube, I don't do TikTok, but I should. I know I should, but I just, excuses. So, but I should do. So monetize your passion. That's the best scenario, but you don't have to monetize. But they are saying if you want to make good money these days and you are doing something that a lot of people should see or hear, it's very important to monetize. Of course, there's hundreds of ways how to make more money, but I'm just thinking about my life and saying it out loud. And almost to the last one, very important, invest, right? Yes, I hate when somebody say, if you would invest $100 for 30 years, you are gonna have this, but it's better than nothing because it's sad, but a lot of people are not even able to save $500 a month, right? When you make $3,000, save $500, it's possible, right? I know people, they save from $3,000 2.5. They live like the students. But and in States, I don't understand the people. They make $100K and they're not able to, pay out the car, which costs $20,000, right? They would have like 6 years loan for it with 25% of interest, which is insane for me. But anyway, so try to invest, and there is, whole other capital there is a whole other section for making money with investing and so on. It's just hard, take time, and it's a long run, right? And the last one, kind of important, is a networking, or right, like getting to know people or collaborating with the people, because it's hard to create something when you are just you. On the other hand, it's everybody's saying if you want to make money, you have to have money or you have to know a lot of people. And that kind of sucks, because when I started, like when I was 18, I didn't know anybody and I didn't have any money. But you have to find a venue. That's what Robert from Shark Tank, the guy from Croatia that immigrated like when he was super small with his parents, he said that you have to find an avenue where the capital and who you know is not a limiting factor. He said that time that it was for him the technology business, because he said in technology, if you have the right idea, you don't have to have a lot of money. Money will come to you. If you have the right idea, you don't have to have a lot of friends. People, the investors will come to you. There is something about it. One kind of sad thing, I'm not super good with creating a software that I can sell later on, but I guess there is not so a lot of people that can do it. But anyway, so that's how I started. I started kind of in sales, because in sales, you just need your work ethic. That's it, right? You just need like, hey, this is your commission. And if you work crazy hours, you might make a lot of money if you put good work ethic and so on. So that's what I did and how I started to make kind of decent amount of money compared where I grew up and where I was living. But of course, it's nothing in real life. I just figured it out. It's not a lot of money, but it depends where you came from, right? But anyway, I'm so grateful for it, because that's where I am today, and that's where I'm gonna be maybe in 20 years, what I learned when I was 18, 17, and so on. So that was the last one, kind of like collaborating. You can let me know what you think about concept making money or saving more money. I think both of them are important. If you can make a choice, try to make more money than focusing on saving money. That's just my opinion, my point of view. My life makes way more sense when I try to kind of improve, right? Instead of just, okay, this is my level and I will just stick with it and just live by. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for your time and thanks for watching. Until next time.